It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes. This is a gamble. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Dropping back, it's Garrison. Got the quick pass. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
Guys, let's have a look at SMU. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in a playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get into the ground? That is a baller.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here's the handoff. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally tough.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete at fourth down spot. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
And that's got to be a big-time move because when you're a punt returner, you get all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all the speed on the field. It's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
To the ground with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nice job getting past the sticks and then getting down at the 35.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on third down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield, nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the third down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going with a flat. Linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
Looking to pass. It's Garrison. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay early.
Caught over the middle, it's Crumble. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. Hits the afterburners! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Nice move to pick up yardage. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play.
Real nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Past the first down marker and still running. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Dropping back, it's Garrison. Looking left. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to run for it. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with a punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
So quick, you can go touch football in an elevator with them, and you can't even get your hand on it. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down
breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Caught almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
You know, this offense knew coming into this season, it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he tags on the extra point.
SMU 14, North Carolina 7.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There we go. Open it up. And he won't get it. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you can see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys. You see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the ball.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Abrams. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the 1st down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the 2nd half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alvarado. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Off-play action on first down. Makes the catch, it's Funk. On the move to the 30. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
And off from the shotgun. He breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Rides the back and leads it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Garrison. Makes the grab. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to pass. Takes the easy completion. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Wants to throw. It's Garrison. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown Mustangs! Made the grab and then didn't rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
14.
return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This way in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in full control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beat.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route, he got his head around, he just didn't finish the play. Just look at him.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's funny, that's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the 2nd half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right. Makes the grab. It's Abrams. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the basket.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, they still third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, North Carolina! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for at a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
North Carolina, 21.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. And the returner will be brought down.
And your SMU Mustangs will take over.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Back to pass, it's Garrison. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Finds it back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Hey man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He might want another play. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
Man, I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, it's a tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Abrams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on first down from the 30. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Abrams.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. snagged in the middle. It's Abrams. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Complete to the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
All right, it's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
To the air on second down. They'll run the screen. Powers through the defender. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. It's a draw, and he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when the defensive lineman run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes, and not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. With the run on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Alvarado. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Just trying to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Under fire. Back open and middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. There he goes! Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the bench. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to pass, it's Garrison. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium. And the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so at the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You feel the energy. But you've got to keep your poise. You just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Tar Heels. And they've moved out front here on the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play in there inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On the play.
You gotta have that defense you know that you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making the play.
Got it. He gets it in.
3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And it's good, and we're tied in the fourth quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle of Abrams. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock it down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Right back to the well. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stay in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Garrison. Makes the catch, it's Crosby. He stopped just a chain lead for 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. The quick out. He gets the clock stopped out of bounds with 26 seconds to go. It'll be 1st down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And that is another
racing downfield on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Quarterback gets the first down. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And with 4 seconds left, this one to save the game and send it to overtime. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that's going to tie it up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold it to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Back to throw, it's Garrison. Quickly complete. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Mustangs. They jump on top here in OT. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, uncontested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team did.